Hello, hello. Thank you once again for joining me. We are doing lesson 352 in A Course in Miracles today, and that lesson states, judgment and love are opposites. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. Forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone and judges not. Through this I come to you. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind. Yet love, reflected in forgiveness here, reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace again. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it, Father. I would hear your voice and find your peace today, for I would love my own identity and find it in the memory of you. Amen. There is only a prayer today, and so that ends our lesson. 352, judgment and love are opposites. From one comes all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. And I'm just going to go right on to Tina Spalding's channelings at this time. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one you know as Jesus. You feel the repetitions of these lessons, do you not? You feel we are telling you the most important thing for you to do here, and that is forgive. Forgive, knowing that no sin was ever committed. Forgive, knowing that the separation you are all experiencing that seems so real is not real. You have never left the Father. The Father has not abandoned you. You decided to descend into separation and fear as an experiment to see what it's like to be alone. You are not having any fun alone and feeling separated, and the terror that underlies the original decision you made keeps you away from God, keeps you from going home. There is the idea of a punishing father lurking in many of your minds. Excuse me. And it keeps you from forgiveness. You have the shadow in your mind that says, I have done something terribly wrong. You don't even have a conscious awareness of it, but there is an underlying feeling of guilt in your mind. I'm not good enough. I have done wrong. I will be punished. The churches of old played on this unconscious guilt in the form of hell, and a seed has been planted in your mind about hell and Judgment Day. You believe it to be one degree or another, and it is not true. You will not be judged. You will merely reap the harvest of the seeds you have sown. If you are sowing the seeds of further separation, you will suffer more. If you stop sowing the seeds of separation and practice forgiveness to the best of your ability each and every day, knowing that you are going to do it imperfectly and that the ego will try to hang on to those judgments, you cease to sow the seeds of separation and fear. As you go through each day, forgiving as best you can and putting away the resentment to the best of your ability, you increase the number of seeds of love that you sow and that you will harvest in the future. Do not see this process as a big thing. See it as the small things you do each day that are more loving for you and others, more forgiving and less judgmental. Just keep doing your basic work, knowing that each decision is a little miracle that sows the seeds of love instead of fear. As you continue to sow these seeds of love instead of fear, the fear in your mind will dissipate. Peace will increase. Connection to the information coming from all that is will increase. And you will feel less and less alone and more guided each day. You are not alone, dear ones. You merely think you are. I am that one you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. It is only our thinking and our fears that are creating our hell. It is the seeds of that fear. It is the attachment to the fear. It's the focus on the fear that is creating more and more fearful experiences for us. Again, if you look at the global community and you see this mass hysteria for lack of a better term, this collective unconscious, this collective fear that is happening, you will see what we do in our minds to ourselves every day. And truly, the media is capitalizing on those fears and is fear mongering in many ways. And so, by keeping you focused on a problem rather than either a solution or something that is working for us, it is keeping you in that state of fear. You have the power and the control to offer forgiveness to the world at large, to media, to the pandemic, to anyone that you feel is in a conspiracy theory, to anyone that you feel is making things work or is simply profiting by this situation, or anyone who is not um, cognizant and caring for the well-being of others. Any of those ends of the spectrum of fear that we are feeling today, if someone is not doing what you think is the right thing, send them love and forgiveness. If someone is um, fighting what you believe as your values, what you hold as your values, again, it is a cry for love. And so offer love and forgiveness. Remember, too, that when you are offering someone you disagree with, someone that you think is doing something heinous or wrong in any respect, you are offering that forgiveness to yourself. And when you are looking at that fear and that wrongness and that evil action or that evil intent, you are looking at a reflection of yourself. And so, if you are seeing much evil and much fear in the world, it is stuff that you are holding within you that you believe. The world that you see is the world as you are. Forgiveness is going to offer you peace. And it's not going to control any other individual, but it's going to offer the opportunity for them as well to tap into that peace, whether you tap in with them consciously or not. Forgiveness all day, every day is the key here, because forgiveness is offering love and it's acknowledging that none of this is real. It's acknowledging that what is happening is an illusion. And the more that you are willing to let go of the illusions and the fear, the greater your ability to see, to find, to recognize the love will come. The more love that you recognize, the more peace filled you will be, because you will understand that you're okay. No matter what the picture looks like here, you are okay. And you can choose love in all things. You can choose love in being sick. You can choose love in getting fired from your job. You can choose love in a fight with a loved one. You can choose love because you can choose to learn through that experience. That is what we came down here to do. We came down to do the big what if. What if we weren't all love? What if there was fear? What if there was the opposite of light? And so everything that we see that is the opposite of light, that is the opposite of love, which in this case is some form of fear, is an opportunity to see what would happen, what could happen if we were not all love. Thank you. Now I have a better understanding of what love truly is. Know that this is all an opportunity to simply understand love better and the abundance that love and peace bring. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Whoa.